Good morning, good night, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Justin, or PBJ, and welcome to the Kill Count. Today we're going to be looking at Friday the 13th Vengeance, released in 2019. Vengeance follows your typical Friday-inspired slasher film. Kills, nudity, and of course, you can't have a Friday movie without Jason. I went into this movie thinking it was actually going to be really good, but it ended up having mixed feelings for me. It's not that it's necessarily a bad movie, it's just that it goes into a lot of plot holes that really didn't need them. Before this video begins, I have a special announcement. Folks, we have a Discord server right now, so if you want to join the Discord server, we're going to be doing live streams there, video announcements, chatting with other fans and stuff like that. We'll be doing all sorts of stuff over there. Make sure you guys click the link down in the description below to join the Discord server today. The link will be pinned in the comments down below. You'll be welcome, and all you have to do is just accept the terms and rules, and you'll be fine, and you'll be admitted. And then you can join the Discord server, so make sure you do that. So, when everyone's favorite all-star hockey player rises once again, how many kills could he get? Let's find out and get to him. Our movie begins with the graveyard. Very spooky indeed. We get some exposition from a keeper. A mysterious man shows up asking for a dig site. They go to the dig site and, yep, Jason and Pamela Voorhees side by side. Now that's what you call attention to detail. If you're unaware, in Friday Part 6, the old man from the sequence was paid to watch over Pamela and Jason's grave by Mr. Voorhees. That's right, Jason's dad. This is technically his first on-screen appearance ever. Very cool attention to detail indeed. Some weird telekinesis goes on between Jason and his dad. It's actually a lame plot device, but this is a slasher movie, so... We get to Camp Crystal Lake. Some dude is making some homemade weed. Kids, don't get any idea. It's just a movie. It's not a Friday movie without some softcore nudity, so... Hey. No. YouTube? No, I censored it. Look, I censored it. Look, alright, censored it! God, hold on, give me a minute. Oh, there we go, much better. Ace, the weed guy, gets a little bored, and you know, like most teens when they get bored, they start watching porn. How the hell does this guy actually have service out here, though? He's streaming in HD, too. He's in the middle of the woods, and he is streaming HD. Jason shows up and teaches Ace a little bit about the Catholic religion. He smashes Ace's head, holy smokes. For an opening kill, this is definitely one of the best ones ever. I do love my head smashes. Jason cuts sexy time short by flipping their tent. In a kill calling back to part 7 with the sleeping bag smash, we get an awesome remake this time with a tent. We even get to see the aftermath. The gore in these shots is an absolute mastercraft. The sleeping stoner is left with a lot of survival guilt. We get a pretty cool title sequence, mask and all. The best part about this whole movie is that the music was actually composed by Harry Manfredini, the guy that composed most of the soundtracks from the series, which is really cool. Because seriously, who could forget those iconic violins? We get to some girls playing the game of the year too, hide and seek. And just like in real life, it ends the same way every time. The Jarvis sisters are having some debates on their parents' marital issues. Ashley is the most stubborn person in the world.
Sure. Okay, but how about we go pick up some cookie dough ice cream? Who's with me? Fine.
Some crazy Ralph-looking mofo talks about some killer tours. You mean to tell me you gotta rub the sticks together?
We'll teach you how to start a fire. Rub the sticks together to get a spark.
Wait, killer tours!
Experience the terror.
Oh, hell yeah. Tommy Jarvis makes a little appearance as a footnote to Angelica. And guess what? Yep, he's back. This officer here gives the best performance by far.
That's a big if. If, you know, I mean, we'll do it when the time comes.
This guy's also tied, but loses points because that's sexual harassment. Come on, Uncle Lou.
Hey, on tailgate.
Asshole!
Well, you brought the buns, I brought the meat.
Off!
Damn.
This is the funniest dialogue I think I've ever heard. We cut to fresh campers who are just not really having a good time here.
Don't disappoint.
Oh, we won't. I guarantee it. Thomas lowered his prices again, huh?
He's got to do something to compete. We keep...
Jason hears some clout stirring, so he joins in. And an awesome head decapitation. This tour guide is killed. It's absolutely amazing. There's also 3 other campers I counted here. We also get one more final kill, where this guy's head is crushed. So far, these are some of the greatest kills I've ever seen from an indie film. We get some name drops from the nerd, and a very cool twist, all 3 of these people were affected some way by Jason. Meaning, that's right, it calls back to the original 3, which is absolutely amazing. We got to some hunters cracking some just terrible dad jokes.
Did you hear about this one? What's worse than ants in your pants?
I don't know, Chad. What?
Uncles.
Take a look at this stupid pea-covered gamer girl over here.
Mr. Mr. Voorhees trying to outkill his son this movie, but, you know, you can't outkill the Jason. He kills these hunters in a bit of a lame kill. Most of Mr. Voorhees' kills throughout this movie are pretty lame and aren't that fascinating. We cut to some people having some issues with the car, and if you've ever seen a slasher movie, you probably know what's coming next. The first kill here, Jason grinds this girl's head off screen, but this kill? Yeah, that's pretty sweet. We got to Legend 57 with more humor that genuinely got me laughing.
I think I'm pitching my tent right now.
More like a pup tent.
Why don't you come on up here, David, and show your fellow campers how to pitch a tent? I think that's something we'd all like to see.
Well, first, you're gonna need a babe. Or a good website. And you know, I find that sweatpants do the best work in these situations.
All right. I think there's some confusion about what kind of tent we're going to erect here.
Some inmates are doing some cleanup around Crystal Lake. Fun fact, they're on Cunningham Road. And if you're not aware, Sean S. Cunningham was the director of the first Friday movie. Jason gets all angry and impales him with the sign. Pretty cool. Jason, come on, man. You're really making my job hard here. In this awful scene that I had to painstakingly count, I counted just about 10 dead inmates from this sequence, and it was awful. Conveniently, they were all male, of course. Our mystery gang arrives at Camp Crystal Lake and leaves their Jeep out. But of course, Uncle Lou, being the cool uncle that he is, takes the Jeep for a spin. Remember, kids, don't drink and drive. You don't want to end up in a Friday movie, do you? Uncle Lou meets Jason face to face and... Really? Like, it's so bad that I actually had to censor that. I don't have to do that for a ton of the kills, but the kills that I do have to, it kind of shows you why. If you do want to see the original cut, the video will be linked down in the description down below if you go. There's a lot of nudity and gore, so watch it at your own risk. I had to censor a lot of it out because I got kids. We cut back to the Legend 57 campers. This crazy Ralph guy gets impaled through the back of the neck by Jason. A pretty awesome and quick kill. Our main group meets up with the Legend 57 groups. We get a flashback to Crystal Lake in 1957. The officer of the town, Officer Riolotti, used to be a lifeguard at Crystal Lake. Riolotti was the lifeguard that was supposed to be watching Jason. We get some backstory on a zombie Jason. His dad used what looked like a Necronomicon to bring him back to life. This replaces a lot of the plot holes that Jason Goes to Hell tried? I wouldn't even know if I'd say tried, but barely attempted to put some cult lore into it. Ultimately, it would go nowhere. We then get a reshoot of the first opening kill from the original, but this time with slightly more gore. We do get some extra bloody bits, but just like the OG, it's still off screen and still pretty lame. We get some more weird and grotesque nudity. Luckily, it ends before we end up elsewhere. Hey look, a glizzy. This David guy gets Chop Charlie in the face. Again, there's so much nameless nobodies that I don't even know who this guy is. This guy here also gets some quick slice and dice. Barely any gore is shown, leaving me unsatisfied once again. We cut back to the gang solving some mysteries, when they find a cover-up. Speaking of cover-up, this lady right here needs to be covered up before too late. Jason pulls the jaws on us, pulls her under the water, then snaps her neck. This totally not drunk kid with a baseball bat stumbles around for some bears to kill. Instead, he finds a world-famous hockey player. Hey, better get that autograph up! Alright, Jason takes a little too much off the top and cuts off this dude's forehead. I wouldn't normally say this kill is great, but it's missing something. We cut to Ashley's grandma's house for some more milk and cookies. Mr. Voorhees doesn't apparently like his grandma, so when grandma puts him in a timeout, yeah, he kills grandma and her friend. We'll add Grandma Jarvis and her friend to the list for some pretty lame and off-screen kills. The sheriff got a bad case of horror movie-itis, and Mr. Voorhees ain't too happy about his son drowning. So an off-screen fighting happens, and, well, somebody dies or somebody gets injured. I'm not gonna add anyone here because there is no reason. I don't count till I see a body. For some reason, this blonde knows who Jason is. Addresses him casually, like he's an old friend. She tries to pull a part 2 on us, but Jason knows his stuff and jabs her with a hammer. Jason just really doesn't like this girl. Anyways, hey, Jason, you done? Okay, alright, okay, I think he's done. Okay, alright, now he's done. Mr. Voorhees really tries to outbeat his son. And this was actually a breaking point for me. I was watching this movie straight, and I had to literally take a break because there were so many kills, and there were so many plot points being made, I couldn't actually follow up with. The kills are just too rapid fire, and while there are some good ones, there was a good premise at the start of the movie that I felt like it had lost potential. The next kill literally happens 30 seconds after the last kill. That doesn't even give you time to process what you just saw. Oh yeah, remember those kids from the beginning? Oh, yep, they like to scream and run. I don't know how or why they got here, they just kind of showed up. Again, this movie really likes its nudity because this lady starts dry humping the tent. Anyways, this nameless nobody who I didn't even know existed gets killed with a lot of screaming and face impalement. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's one thing to have douchey characters, but it's also a different thing to have nameless characters. I couldn't tell you who the cast is because they don't live long enough. That's why I have mixed feelings about this movie. Our mystery gang finds Camp Blood and looks around for some clues? I don't know. They're just kind of looking for something. We get an epic POV of this thing, spear, hoe going through this girl's chest. Jody gets dragged away in a pretty laughable fashion. Just look at her face in this. She doesn't even look like she's scared at all. Angelica finds Jody dying, and Jeff finds Jason, but he disappears into the mist. Jeff hides under a boat like an idiot. Like, come on, dude. Jason ain't gonna run after you. Just run into the woods or something. Jeff gets impaled, but I don't think he's dead. There is a post-credit sequence that shows he still is alive. Angelica tackles Jason. Yep, this little girl running around in a vest over the summer, wearing a vest in the summer, tackles this 6-foot-tall boogeyman. How does that even make sense? Angelica stabs Jason a bunch, but you know the drill by now. Mr. Voorhees pulls a tag team. It's a cool twist, and I wasn't expecting Jason to have some sympathy and kills his own dad. Or does he? Just kidding. Nope, he does. He doesn't kill his dad. He gets one final look at his son with some awesome makeup effects. Jason leaves and, hey, remember that guy? Yeah, no, I don't either. He was in 2 shots. That's it. Mr. Voorhees isn't dead because he gets up and leaves or something like that. I don't know why he fell in the first place, but he just got up and left. And also, what was that transition? We cut to 2 weeks later, and yay, Angelica's alive. Wait, what? What? And Angelica is alive? What? How? What? Dude, what is this movie? All we know is that Tommy Jarvis is dead, or is he dead, or is he not dead? I don't know. I think he's dead. It says that he's dead. So, oof, I guess. The movie ends with Mr. Voorhees staring into fire. So how many kills could our favorite hockey player rack up in this absolute disaster of a movie? Let's find out and count up the numbers or something. I don't know what I was gonna do here. Maybe I was gonna transition somehow. There we go. Are you guys happy? This is like the transition. Okay, bye. I'm gonna go do the numbers now or something. Hey guys, my light died. That's why it looks completely terrible. Anyways, I counted 36 victims, 9 of which were female and 27 which were male, which left for a pretty uneven balance. I'll give the Platinum Peanut Butter Award for the coolest kill to Uncle Lou. Awesome character, awesome gore, the absolute zenith of perfection. So good that I had to censor it. Moldy Bread Award for lamest kill will go to, take a guess. There's so many lame deaths in this movie, and there's so many lame characters that add on top of it, but I guess I'll just add Grandma Jarvis or her friend. There's a lot I could have picked, but this was just bad. So that's it. Friday the 13th Vengeance came out in 2019 and did fairly well on YouTube. Anyways, folks, my name is Justin, or PBJ, and as always, have a nice day. Peace. Also, remember to join the Discord, and if you made it this far, go into the Discord. And also, if you guys made it this far, click the link in the description, join the Discord, and if you type in Gex, then you're cool.